Okay, so I just gathered like a bunch of random women. Some were from Craigslist, some were friends of friends, some were ex-coworkers, and I had them write down their top 3 negative thoughts that they tell to themselves regularly, and they willingly said them in front of a camera. And I didn't expect this at the time, that the result would be that they brought it into their conscious awareness, because so many of us are doing this on a daily basis and we're not really realizing that we're doing it, so that it just becomes like a regular thing. It's like, this is normal, like, I'm not good enough, whatever it is, I'm not lovable, whatever you think that you are. So this brought it to their conscious awareness, and they were like, oh my God, like, I really say this stuff to myself every day, and like, you don't realize it. So the whole mission of my life has now become to help women realize, like, you can be better to yourself, like, you can love yourself. Like, of course men deal with this too, but it's just, I know my women like I do. I'm a woman. So the reason that I started this is because I was once that way on an extreme level, to the point where I developed a general anxiety disorder, depression, and panic attacks. And I ended up becoming so obsessed with my healing and figuring out what the root cause was, and healing it and overcoming it and controlling my thoughts. Because we're not taught that we can do that. It's not like a normal thing. Like, your parents don't teach you that. You don't learn that in school. So I taught myself that, because I knew that there was a way out of that. I had a feeling there was a way out of that. So I made it happen. So I'm not saying like I don't ever have negative thoughts, because 95% of our thoughts are unconscious. So we're basically like a bunch of zombies walking around who eat, sleep, shit, and sex or whatever. But we don't eat brains. Well, most of us, I hope. So I want to do a little meditation with you guys, just to show you what I mean with this whole mindfulness thing. Becoming the observer of your thoughts, because when you're in that conscious place, that's where change can happen. Because when you're run by your subconscious, you're on autopilot, and we don't want to be that. So if I stayed in autopilot, I would not be doing this right now. Like, there's no way in hell. So if everyone can close their eyes, straighten out your spine, put your feet flat on the ground. We're going to start with some, what I like to call wave breaths. So close your eyes. Okay, so take a deep breath from the belly. Let it rise to your chest like a wave. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. Now release everything you have inside. All that stale breath. One more time. Take a deep breath from the belly to the chest, as deep as you can breathe in. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. Now release all of that stale breath inside. Last one, take a deep breath from the belly into the chest like a wave. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. Now release every ounce of breath you have inside. Now try to sit in silence. Thoughts will come up, whether it's thoughts from the past that you regret, fears for the future, your leg itches, thinking about what you want to eat tonight. Just watch your thoughts without judgment. Be the observer. And realize that when a thought comes up, you can let that flow by like a cloud. Or you can choose that thought. You can grasp that cloud or that thought, and you can decide to run with it. So just let them float by, whatever they are. If you get a negative thought coming in, you decide. You are in control. If a thought comes up saying, you're not enough, you can't speak in front of these people. They don't care what you have to say. You can just let that flow by. You don't have to grasp onto that. Whatever comes up, you are in control. So sit with this for a minute and observe. Be the observer. Always come back to the breath. When you're focused on your breath, you are in the present moment. And peace is always found in the present moment. Now take another deep breath, another wave from the belly into the chest. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let it all out. You're letting out all the negative bullshit from the day, from your life. Just let it all out. Now with your eyes closed, just bring yourself to the present moment, to this room. Wiggle your toes, your fingers, get back into your body, and slowly flutter your eyes open. Come back into your awareness into this room. So the whole point of that was to show you that you can bring that practice with you anywhere, anytime. You don't have to be sitting and meditating. You can be brushing your teeth, and you could be focusing on what the toothpaste tastes like, what the bristles feel like on your teeth, and that's you being present and not stuck in your head all the time of like what you're gonna do next. Just being in the present moment and realizing that you really are in control. You're not in that 95% of your subconscious mind, which is autopilot and like you're a zombie. You don't have to be a zombie. You just, what we just did, that was you practicing mindfulness. And you can practice that any time of the day. When you're walking in the streets of New York, just noticing things instead of just running, like I gotta get to where I gotta go. You're observing. You're like, oh wow, that store, I never knew that was there, and I pass by this spot like every single day. It's just being present. So when you can control your thoughts, you can control your emotions, and then you can control your reality. And that's everything that I am about now. So, yeah, I hope you guys got something out of that.